Hey there, Fit Skill Hubbers. Hope you are doing great from the lunge video. We're back again to crank it up another notch with the split squat.
Very similar to the lunge, but with a slightly different feel. So this is just taking it up to the next level.
The split squat is, we're getting down the road of, you can do this really badly and it'll hurt in all the wrong places. So it's important that you stop this video, go back and look at every single thing we're doing, and then if need be, drop us a message or put a post on the page and ask us questions if you feel any pain in the wrong place.
The reason we're including this, because even though it's a challenging exercise, it feels fantastic on your hips. So it's a really, really lovely exercise for opening those hips up at the same time as really getting into those buttocks.
Good. Now first of all, why is it called a split squat? It's called a split squat mainly because it's what both or one leg does during the squat. So during an ordinary squat, it's doing exactly the same exercise that you would do with the one leg as you do with two.
It's like doing a single leg squat, but we'll show you what happens to the other leg.
Good. So when you do an ordinary squat, typically, so Karen does a squat for me. Great squats, put the hold up there. The knee comes forward ever so slightly, and the hip and the quad together help to drive you back up to the top and up. So when you do a lunge, you just do a quick lunge, Karen, please. You see how this knee doesn't move as far forward?
No.
When you do a lunge, it doesn't move as far forward. So the squat, the split squat, has a bit more forward knee movement. That's the thing you'll feel when you do the split squat.
That's why sometimes you're not sure you got it right.
Yeah. Right. So a couple of things we've got to factor in as well is that the back foot is elevated off the floor. And this is going to give some people a few problems with foot position and ankle position.
When I do this at clients' houses, I tend to do this to start off with off a step. So the first rung of your stairs, or perhaps a step in the back garden, that kind of height. So that's why we've got the stool to mimic.
So the first thing we've got to figure out is how is your back foot going to be positioned so it's not painful on that platform or step that you have.
And those of you who are a bit wobbly on the single leg deadlifts, this will be a bit of a challenge to start off with, just because of the wobble factor.
Correct. So what we'll do, Karen, we'll go to the foot on, or toes pointed forwards or away from you, That's it, position. So you can see here, Karen's pointed her toe, she's on the bottom of her, or top of her foot, and this might be slightly easier if some people have ankle problems and flexibility issues, but you're going to have something soft underneath there, because that gap might create a little bit of
And
pain.
if you're the sort of person that gets cramped with the foot in this position, this is another like.
Yeah. So, and then we're going to show you the second position, so Karen, you get that.
I prefer this position.
So she goes to here. Now, the problem with this is that you need a lot of flexion, a lot of range through your back toe joint. See, Karen's got a lot of range there, like an ape foot. She's got a lot of range through her big toe joint. If you've got big toe joint stiffness or issues, or maybe bunions, that will not work for you at all. You have to change to have your foot, the toes pointing forwards, have a towel under your ankle, and that will work well for you. Right, so now we have done that. Karen's now going to move into the exercise. She's going to come down into the split squat, and she's going to hold at the bottom.
Can you just do something around that? I end up doing the splits.
Down, hold that there. So she's going to hold that there. So, as you can see, the knee travels forwards. The knee travels forwards, and the weight's in Karen's heel. Exactly the same way as you have from the squat and a lunge. Also, when she comes down towards the floor, this back hip, can you change legs, please?
Thank you.
Press that one.
Gladly.
That leg backwards. That's it. Right leg backwards. Right, no, change legs.
It's the same leg.
Right leg backwards, please.
I just did that leg.
Just right.
This is seamless.
I've got to start again.
Right,
That's
yeah.
terrible.
It's good, it's good. Right. Carry on, carry on.
Okay, kind of stuff these days. Right, lunge down, please. I'll do a split squat. As she comes down, this back hip is stretched because the knee moves behind the hip. So that's stretched. So she has two things happening at the same time. This front leg is working, this back hip is stretching.
Feels great.
But all the work is in that front, is in this front leg.
In that buttock.
That's the one that's stretching you. So there's a lot going on. So to recap, you've got your foot position first of all, figure out what works well for you. Secondly, you've got the hip being stretched on the way down towards the floor. Thirdly, you've got this all the weight, or most of the weight's in this front leg. The knee travels forwards and the weight's on that heel. That's a lot to take in. Totally get it. It's going to take a while to build up to that. However, once you get it right, you will increase your resistance in the exercise. And also, your glutes are going to feel a lot more work, and hopefully your knees
do you know what as well? One thing to say, the leg that you find hardest, so the wobbly leg on the deadlift, for example, now you know which one that is, do that one first. So I know, for example, my left side is always harder on these exercises, so I will always start with my left foot on the floor, the back foot raised, and then I'll swap to the right side. Partly because once you start increasing resistance, you want to always do the same amount on each leg, so do the weaker one first. Partly because it's nice to get the hard one out of the way.
Yeah, very good. And that's pretty much it. Oh, one last thing as well. We didn't talk about the height of the step. If some of you haven't got anything that is low, or it's the same height, higher doesn't mean better, because the higher you go, the more stretch you have in that hip, and it'll be much more difficult to get down into that position. So go for lower if you can. The last step of your stairs, if possible. If
you're in the gym, you just do like the step itself, maybe not even add any raises on it to begin with.
Yeah, that's it, but don't add any much more height than that. I know in our classes we've gone up a bit higher, but I'm always mindful that some people haven't got that hip flexibility, it just won't work for you. But there we go, split squats are done, give them a go, let us know how you get on.